Even though our online course already comes with hundreds of practice exam questions, we know that practice makes perfect. And the more questions you're willing to expose yourself to, the better you get at applying the concepts. The Institutes also releases their own practice exam questions, and we totally recommend that students make use of those as well if they can, because all it'll do is to help you improve your mastery. If you bought the Institute's online course, it will already come with practice test questions. The second way to gain access is to download the Institute's Smart Quiz Me app. As of this recording, the app is free to download, but you do have to pay a small fee per course that you want to have full access to all the questions for. It is totally worth it if you aren't using the Institute's course as your main study materials, because the app then allows you to use their practice quizzes without having to pay for their entire course. Our recommendation is that as you get through each chapter, stop and do at least a few rounds of practice questions for that same chapter. It's best to do at least a few quizzes because the questions draw from a bank, so you're likely to encounter new questions each time you start a new quiz. After you finish the entire course, choose the option that draws questions from all of the chapters. And remember, every time you get a wrong answer, be sure to look carefully at the question and all of the answer choices until you understand why the right answer was the right one. Re-review the material if necessary until you understand where you went wrong. Now, we do want to warn you, it is possible that the first few times you do these quizzes, you'll fail kind of badly, but that's okay. The point is to make your mistakes and learn now before it's the real deal so that you can be in your A game when it's time for your actual exam. Now, one thing you don't want to do with these practice quizzes is to fall into the trap of just memorizing answers, because it's very rare that the real exam takes questions verbatim from the practice set. Again, aim to understand the concept and know how to apply them. Also, it's worth going through the wrong answers to make sure you understand why they're wrong, because that's something you'll have to do on the real exam. It's very common to get questions where multiple answer choices seem like they could be right in one way or another, but your job is to choose the best answer. Now, in our experience, the actual exam questions tend to be slightly harder than the Institute's practice ones, but they're still incredibly useful for helping you get prepared. Like we said before, practice makes perfect, and the more practice questions you can get under your belt, no matter what source they come from, the more ready you'll feel to ace your test.